Well, this is it. The part 1 of the 4-episode finale of Book 2, Spirits of Legend of Korra. And, I've seen all 4. I've already seen the Book 2 finale, and I'm going to avoid talking about it until next week, to be fair to those people that want to wait and watch it on television. You know, as hard as that is. And for those people that are going, I know it's online, but I'm going to wait anyway so I can watch it on TV, I salute you. You have far more discipline than I do. Because as soon as I saw that they put it on Nickelodeon.com, I just went, oh fuck, I gotta watch that. And I'm kind of mad that they did that too, because, I mean, as cool as that is, that we don't have to wait a week, I really don't mind waiting a week, because it builds anticipation and it builds excitement as to what's going to happen. And I'm just going to say one thing about the finale, just before I move on to these 2 episodes that aired Friday night. It's worth the wait. Just, that's all I'll say. Alright, so I'm going to talk about episodes 11 and 12. So I'm going to talk about episode 11 first. Night of 1,000 Stars. This is one where after Janora's body is trapped, or I mean, sorry, not her body, Janora's spirit is trapped in the spirit world, Korra, Tenzin, Bumi, and Kaya return to one of the air temples, and, you know, they show Pema, who's of course devastated, obviously, and, you know, like, right away, you can already feel the grim, hopeless situation about, like, bubbling up for, like, this is the beginning of just the tragic shit that's gonna happen throughout these 4 episodes. And, so we have that. And, of course, Mako is in prison because Varrick finally figured out, oh, he's on to me. So I had him thrown in jail. And then Bolin comes to visit him, and, oh my god, Bolin has been acting like such a dick for these past couple episodes, where it's literally like the fame has gotten to his head. And, you know, and I appreciate that even though Bolin said, oh, yeah, I mean, we're brothers, but you're a criminal. I can't be seen around you. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, you fucking moron. That, God, Bolin, you better, you know, you better redeem yourself throughout this episode. And he does, but I'll get to that later. And of course, you know, and he's also so ignorant because Mako tells him, look, Varrick had me thrown in here, I know what's really going on, and Bolin's like, oh, you're going for the insanity plea. Yeah, good, that's a good defense. And again, pretty much everyone who saw that episode just, you know, facepalm themselves, like, oh my god, Bolin, what the fuck? Alright, so then we get to the premiere of Nuktuk, which is Bolin's reason for his fame, because he's a famous actor now on this pretty much, you know, Southern Water Tribe propaganda show, where it's a big premiere and it's set in the pro betting arena, and the president's going to be there, and Mako suspects that something's going to happen where Varrick's going to try to get the president to help him and support the war against the Northern Water Tribe. So, you don't really know what that is so far. And Varrick has this, like, little speech before the show starts, and he makes a hint that, like, look, I can be very persuasive, and the president will do the right thing, and he'll support the Southern Water Tribe. Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, and then you see a boat is coming, like, parking near the arena, and these, like, water-bending gangsters come out, and they try to get their way in. They beat up those 2 asshole cops that Mako always clashed with before, and, you know, so, right there, he's correct, this shit's about to go down, but also, I really liked that Bolin left the premiere because he really was starting to feel, you know, alone and disconnected from everyone. And I liked that because it really shows that maybe the fame hasn't gone all the way to his head. He can still, you know, remember a time when he was in, like, a crew with his friends and he was happy before all this fame. And I dug the hell out of that. And Asami comes out and she goes, look, are you okay? I really want to, you know, let's watch the premiere together. And I was so waiting for them to, like, kiss or something. I'm like, dude, come on, Bolin. Come on, dude, get with Asami already. Jesus. And of course he goes, no, it's okay, you can go back. And then Bolin notices the boat parked underneath the arena, and he's like, oh, that's odd. So he goes and investigates, and he finds out that these assassins, their kidnappers, are going to take the president and his wife. So then Bolin jumps into the arena and pretty much on the pro bending, like, stage and fights these assassins, and it was so awesome. It was so cool how like when he's fighting the kidnappers, it reflects what's going on in the movie, and I really dug the hell out of that. And of course it shows we haven't gotten much, you know, pro bending in this season, and I'm so happy that they did this. And it looks so cool, and of course the animation, I can go on and, like, I've mentioned on and on, over and over again, the animation in this season is incredible. And it is. It's amazing. And so Bolin beats the, you know, waterbending gangsters, and he saves the day, and he's pretty much a hero, way more famous now than being an actor. Just for being a hero and saving the president. And of course, one of the kidnappers goes, oh, it was Varric that did that! And so Varric and his assistant are captured, thrown in jail, and oh my god. Another thing, okay, so Bolin has been trying to get with his co-star. I think her name was the redhead. I'm just gonna go, oh, yeah, Ginger. I'm sorry, it was Ginger. And she finally, like, he's been trying to, like, vie for her affections, and she's like, whatever. And then now that he's famous and a hero, Ginger's like, oh, you're my boyfriend! And she kisses him, and I was just, and Bolin's like, oh, okay. God. Why? I wanted another moment where he would, as cliche as it is, it would have been a funny moment where he just goes, no, fuck you, and, like, walks away. And get with Asami or something. That would have been cool. I would have stood up and given that scene a standing ovation. That would have been awesome. As stupid as that would have been, it would have been cool. And right after that, Korra and Tenzin and Bumi and Kaya, like, arrive in Republic City, and they try to convince the president, like, look, Unalaq not only wants to destroy the Southern Water Tribe, he wants to destroy the whole world. And please intervene now. And the president goes, no. Again, the president, no. And yeah, he stays by his decision. No, he's not going to help out. Alright. So then, of course, Mako's freed and promoted to detective, which was cool. And Korra rushes up and kisses Mako, and I love that look on both Asami and Bolin's face. Asami's face was just like, what the fuck? And Bolin's was like, oh! He had that, oh! I love that look from Bolin. Just the classic Bolin look. And I guess Korra lost some of her memory because of the Dark Spirit and didn't remember that Mako and her had broken up and that they had a big fight. And she goes, oh, was the fight serious? And Mako goes, no, it wasn't that bad. And he just kind of brushes it off. And of course, Asami's pissed. She's like, what the fuck? I thought you were dating me now. And then none of that's really brought up again in this episode. Alright, so they move on and they go visit Varric in his prison. And, of course, his prison cell is a fucking mansion. His prison cell is nicer than my house. nicer than any houses around near where I live. And Varric's like, oh, yeah, I did try to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did steal all the Future Industries weapons, but it's on my battleship. You can go get it right now. And it was probably the best line in the whole episode. He's like, oh, I named it Zhu Li. And he's like, after your assistant? Yeah, they're both cold-hearted war machines. That shit, I mean, as scumbaggy as Varric is now, in my eyes, he's still funny as hell. He's still the funniest character in this whole season. And he stole that moment, and he's so funny in that part. So then, what sucks, the final scene shows, Tonraq, Korra's dad, and the Southern Water Tribe finally deciding to attack the Northern Water Tribe. And, they're doing pretty well. And then Desna, Eska, and Unalaq, and hundreds of dark spirits come up, and they get their asses kicked. And yeah, Unalaq pretty much beats the shit out of Tonraq and tells him, look, like, I have beaten you, and your daughter is next. Dun dun dun! And this is where we lead to episode 2. Not episode 2. Part 2 of this 2-hour thing. Episode 12, Harmonic Convergence. And just from the namesake, shit's gonna go down. Alright, so they start on Varric's battleship, and Kaya has put Jinora in this healing tub and trying to, make her still keep her spirit alive. Korra is training to be, to fight Vatu, and pretty much everyone is just kind of on edge, and especially not Mako, because he's like, oh shit, how do I tell Korra about her fight? I don't know. I'm just gonna ignore it right now, which will eventually come back to biting in the ass, maybe. And they finally come up with some kind of a plan of attack, where Tenzin says, look, I'm going to attack the northern forces, and we're going to meet up with your dad, and which Bumi's going to help out too, Kaya's going to help out too, and fucking Bumi. So Bumi, like, throughout this whole season, Uncle Bumi has been like, yeah, he's telling all these crazy-ass war stories. And finally, like, you can see that Tenzin is about to, like, snap. Because he's doing that twitching eyebrow thing that a lot of people in anime do when they're pissed off. Or in animation in general do when they're pissed off. And he's pretty much just like, shut the fuck up! When he's about to tell him another war story. Also, finally, like, after that kind of blow up, Asami tells him, look, I've received a distress call from the south. They need our help. So they go to the South Pole. Korra's reunited with her mom. And I guess her dad has been captured. And other soldiers are in critical condition. And we finally get to see Katara again. And Katara is like the best healer out there. So she's like the best person that can heal Jinora right now. And keep her stabilized long enough to get her spirit back into her body. So then they make up this plan to go, Tenzin, Bumi, and Kaya, they're going to go with Korra, and they're going to go to the portal, and Bolin and Mako are going to go with Asami, and they're going to go attack the Northern Water Tribe. Alright. So, finally, Unalaq, this is a big moment. Unalaq is inside one of the tents, and he's, like, Desna and Eska are there, and, Desna and Eska are still on that path where they're a little weary of their dad, and Unalaq's kind of getting crazier and crazier, and they see it, but they just kind of choose to ignore it, and he pretty much blows them off, and they have this look in their eyes like, I think Dad is going crazy, but, he is our dad, and we gotta stay by him. I understand, but when the world is at stake, come on, guys. I mean, I know Esna and Deska are, for the most part, pretty emotionless, but there's got to be some kind of that light bulb that goes off in your head that's like, maybe this isn't for the best. So we got that, and also a great action scene follows where Bullen, Mako, and Asami, they're on a plane, one of those fighter planes, and they go down, and they're trying, and then the water soldiers attack them, and it's just like, they're throwing these ice things at them, and the plane's all dodging them, and again, the animation is so amazing, and, Korra, Kai, and Bumi, they're on one of the flying bison, and they're being attacked as well, and it doesn't go well. they're taken down, and Bumi falls off the bison into God knows where, and they're all knocked unconscious. And Deza and Eska take the plane down as well, so they're all captured, and at least, Korra is reunited with her dad, and Korra is now sporting this. Her hair is down now. And did anyone else think that she looks a lot better with her hair down than her hair in a ponytail? I mean, really, I like it for three reasons. One, it makes her look a lot cooler, a lot more like a badass. Two, it makes her look a lot more like Katara, which I really liked. And three, having her hair down, kind of, in a way, symbolized that really, like, darkness is upon us, and some heavy stuff is really about to happen, some, like, world-affecting shit. And it just added to, like, the dark, grim, hopeless atmosphere that this episode was giving off. And I really liked that. I really liked that decision to put her hair down. I know it's a little detail, but the little details to me are what matter the most, in my opinion. And this was a little detail, and it helped add to the atmosphere. And I dug the hell out of that. And Unalaq comes in. He's like, ha ha, fuck you, bitch. I won. I'm going to destroy the bridge. I'm going to fuse with Vaatu, and I'm going to become a dark avatar. And that, right there, that answered a lot of people's theories about Unalaq becoming a dark avatar. And right down to the name, Dark Avatar. And, he pretty much plans, look, when Wan fused with Rava, there's a lot more light than dark now. I'm simply going to become Vaatu, and I'm going to balance the scale again, where I'm going to make the world light and dark. See, isn't that nice? But what he doesn't know is that Vaatu will consume him and make the whole world dark. So he's still ignorant as fuck about that. And Tonraq gives him a good question, like, look, are you really willing to become a monster just to, like, balance the scales at the cost of your spirit and the lives of your kids? And then Unalaq goes, no, I'm just going to be like Korra, except I know I'll be in tune with my spirit side. And, yeah, there's no hope. No hope bargaining with this guy. He is well on his way to becoming a monster. And when all hope seems lost and everything seems as grim as fuck, who comes to rescue them? Bumi! And Bumi looks at one of the dark spirits and pretty much punches that thing in the face. And of course it does nothing, but it would make a great GIF or a meme. Please someone make a GIF or meme of Bumi punching that dark spirit, because that was funny as hell. And he notices that he pulls out his flute so randomly and just starts playing it. I don't remember where the fuck he got that flute from, but okay. Bumi plays it, and the spirit seems to, kind of calm down. And he comes up with this plan, like, look, I'm going to march right into that fort, and I'm going to play the flute, and all the spirits will like me. And that goes to shit, because the spirits go, oh, wait a minute. Rah! I'm just going to try to attack him again. Bumi gets inside one of the mecha tanks, and pretty much accidentally destroys the entire encampment because of that. And just takes it all down. And when he comes out, Oh, Boomy. Boomy is so awesome. And while he's, like, doing that, you know, Korra's trying to reason with Desna and Eska and saying, like, look, Unalaq's not going to be your dad anymore. And he will not give a shit that you're his kids. He will destroy you, too, if you get in his way. And Desna, pretty much, like, the most emotion from him, Desna goes, no! Our father is right! He is our dad. We will believe in him. Our dad is the wisest person in the world. We trust him. So there's no reasoning right there. And suddenly, Boomy comes in. I've saved the day! And the twins are about to beat him up. And Naga knocks them out. And that was awesome. And Boomy frees them. And Tenzin's like, how the hell did you do that? And Boomy's like, well, you see... oh, wait. Now, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So they keep going. And here's the final parts of the episode. Korra tells Asami, look, Asami, please take my dad back to Katara. So heal him. It'll help. And she goes with Bolin and Mako into the spirit portal to the area of harmonic convergence near the Tree of Time. And Tenzin, Boomy, and Kaya, they decide to go into the spirit world to find Jinora. And so that sets the stage right there. And they have this moment where, like, look, everything will go well. And then one of them, Korra, when she's laying out this plan, she asks, well, what if we become, you know, trapped inside the portal if you fail? And Korra doesn't really know the answer to that. And it gives pause to, like, yeah, we're going to fight, and we're going to kick ass. But it gives pause to this moment where it's like, oh, well, what if we fail? And there's this kind of silent moment, and it's like, well, it won't happen. And she doesn't really answer the question. She's like, let's go. And they go inside, and Unalaq's already there, near where Vatu's trapped. And Unalaq sends spirits at them, and Korra's like, go, Tenzin and Boomy, go find Jinora, I'll be good. And she goes in the Avatar state, and Mako and Bolin, you know, help her fight back Unalaq. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was cool. You know, Mako and Bolin, they're fighting Unalaq, and Korra tries to close the southern portal. Not in the nick of time, because harmonic convergence starts, and this, like, wave of energy just blows Korra away, and Unalaq's like, yes! Yes! And this weird electric purple haze, you know, stretches across, the whole world. And Vatu breaks free from his prison and does the most odd, evil laugh I have ever heard. And I mean, it would have been more threatening if Vatu had done something like like that. But he just kind of goes ha 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 ha, and that's. And, I'm sorry, that laugh. It made me laugh. It was pretty funny. It just seemed like a robot laughing, like ha 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 ha, error. Ugh. So, Vatu is free. All hope seems lost for Korra. Not really all hope, but she now has to fight Vatu. And we're going to see that. We're going to see that fight. We're going to see that conclusion in the next 2 episodes that are coming on TV next week. And like I said, I've already seen these 2 episodes, and they are worth the wait. And I hope you guys are really excited for this finale, because I was too until I saw it. And we'll see. And I'll be back next week covering the final 2 episodes. Alright. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. And as always, have a good one.